Hey everybody, it's friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete here, and this is my series Nails in a Coffin, where we learn that with great kills, there must also come great nails. If you watched my video last week, you'll see that my Jason mask was missing at the end of my video for Friday the 13th Part 3. Well, I sat down to record this morning and the mask was suddenly back, so I was real happy about that. But this was also laying on the couch where I normally sit. I really not too sure what to think about that, so I guess for now I'm just going to have to keep it down here for safekeeping. Oh boy. Anyways, let's get on with the show. Our stay at Camp Crystal Lake now takes us into the final chapter for Jason. Well, at least for only one movie. Here's a summary of the average nails in a coffin for the first three movies that I've covered. Friday the 13th had an average of 1.7 nails in a coffin. Friday the 13th Part 2 had an average of 1.9 nails in a coffin. And Friday the 13th Part 3 had an average of 1.8 nails in a coffin. Similar to the way Part 2 ended, Part 3 ends with Chris taking an axe into Jason's head. He's thought to be dead as he's taken to the hospital, but still wearing his hockey mask, which is kind of weird. Not sure what a paramedics would have not removed it, at least to check to make sure he's dead. But it's a moot point because I love this movie. It's one of my favorite in the franchise. So grab your seat by the campfire. Let's tell some tales of putting nails in a coffin for Friday the 13th Part 4. Friday the 13th Part 4 has a heck of a body count, so let's get down to it. Jason gets to the hospital and he's placed into the morgue, which is occupied by Coroner Alex and Nurse Robbie. They were up to some hanky-panky fun times right next to Jason's body. Weird. But Jason's hand falls down off the gurney and this freaks out Robbie and, she runs out of the room. She leaves Axel to continue watching his aerobics video after he places Jason in the cold locker in the morgue. But he doesn't close the door all the way. Jason awakens, he grabs a hacksaw, and in a vicious kill, he slices into Alex's throat and turns his head completely around, killing him. Our first brutal kill in Friday Part 4 is going to earn Axel 2 nails in a coffin. He was an odd fellow, but I didn't really see him do anything that contributed to his death. He didn't latch the door shut to the cold locker, but I can't necessarily say that was stupid since he had no inclination that Jason was not dead. He was grabbed from behind and killed very quickly with no time to react. So, Axel, I'm giving you 2 nails in a coffin. Robbie dies right after Jason kills Alex. She was in a storage room conducting inventory, cleaning up a mess that she had made. Well, she turns around, is grabbed by the throat from Jason and held against the wall as he takes a scalpel and stabs her into the stomach, killing her. So, here, I'm going to give Robbie also 2 nails in a coffin. She turned around and was grabbed very quickly. She screamed and kicked her legs, and she was struggling. Jason just overpowered her and killed her. She wasn't really given a chance at all, and she did put up a little bit of a struggle. And if she did a little bit more, like try and claw at Jason's mask or scream a little or do something a little extra, I was close to giving her 3 nails, but I think she definitely deserves her 2 nails in a coffin. Our next kill is a hitchhiker who was sitting on the side of the road. She's trying to hitchhike, but the guys driving a van blow right by her, saying they have no room. Ted makes some rude comments to her, so she tells him to go F off. She sits down, grabs a banana, and starts to eat it. She hears a twig break, and, right as she's, looking over her shoulder to see what made the noise, she's grabbed from behind and stabbed through the back of her neck with the knife going out in front of her throat, killing her. I'm going to give this lonely hitchhiker 2 nails in a coffin. She was just sitting on the side of the road eating her banana, and she was killed again with really no time to defend herself or even react. Doesn't seem like Jason's really playing fair here, so I'm going to give the hitchhiker 2 nails in a coffin. Next up is Samantha. She goes up for a late night skinny dip after getting mad at her boyfriend Paul. Paul was being a real jerk and an idiot for flirting with another girl right in front of his girlfriend. He's a moron. So Samantha is nude, relaxing in the raft, and out of nowhere, Jason pops up from the water and impales her from underneath the raft with the knife, and it goes all the way through her body, impaling her. So here, I'm going to give Sam also 2 nails in a coffin. She didn't see this coming at all, and I can't take points away from her for going for a late night skinny dip. She had no idea she was in any type of danger, and as soon as Jason popped up from the water, she already had the knife, impaling through her and killing her. She didn't really have any time to scream or react or anything. So Samantha, girl, I'm going to give you 2 nails in a coffin. Paul, Samantha's jerky boyfriend, is the next victim. He starts to feel guilty for flirting with another girl, and he goes to find Samantha. He gets to her in the raft, and as soon as he sees that she's been killed, he freaks out and starts swimming back to the dock, only to be met by Jason with the spear gun. He meets that spear gun when it's stabbed into his crotch. He's lifted up screaming, and Jason pulls the trigger, ending Paul's agonizing death. Here, like I said, Paul had a very painful death, and it earned him another 2 nails in a coffin. He saw his girlfriend dead, and he knew to GTFO out of there, and Jason was waiting for him and killed him in a very painful manner. It was dark out. He probably couldn't see Jason hiding in the water or hiding under the dock or whatnot, but he did try and get himself away, but I'm going to have to say Jason's not playing fair here and give Paul another 2 nails in a coffin. Our next 2 deaths are off-screen, so we're not going to be able to nail them. But know that Terry was killed off-screen in the shadows. She was one of the twins. And Mrs. Jarvis was killed as well. She's walking outside. She turns around. You see her face in a state of shock. But the screen cuts away, and we really never see her again, nor know how she was actually killed. So next 2 deaths were off-screen. Not going to be able to give them any nails. My favorite character in this movie, Jimmy, played wonderfully by Crispin Glover and his incredible dance skills. He just finished making close friends with Tina, who is the other twin, and he goes downstairs looking for a corkscrew. As he's calling a dead, hey, where'd you put the corkscrew? Well, Jason shows him where the corkscrew is and impales Jimmy's hand to a cutting board or something. And then as Jimmy is about to scream in pain, Jason takes a meat cleaver and just slams it right into Jimmy's face in a vicious, vicious kill. Jimmy, I don't think he did anything wrong. He was looking for a corkscrew, and unfortunately for him, Jason helped him out, and then he had a meat cleaver slammed into the center of his face. Maybe he could have turned the light on, and maybe he would have seen Jason in the kitchen, but that's not enough to give good old Jimmy 1 nail, and I don't think he was even given a chance to get 3 nails. So, like most of the other kills so far in this movie, I'm going to give Jimmy 2 nails in a coffin. Shortly after Jimmy's death, his new friend Tina was next to die. She was looking out the window, and she sees that her sister's bike is still there, and she's kind of looking concerned, like, hey, I thought she left. Well, while she's looking out the window, Jason breaks through the window, grabs her, and throws her outside where she bounces off of the station wagon. The windows explode, and Tina dies. So this movie has a pretty much steady track record so far with Jason really not playing fair, so I'm also going to have to give Tina 2 nails in a coffin. She was standing by the window with no clue that this giant mass of a killer would be standing outside the window on a small roof, break the window, grab her, and throw out of it. She wasn't even given a chance really to fight or defend herself or run away or do anything. So, similar to all the other kills so far in this movie, Tina is getting 2 nails in the coffin. Poor lonely Teddy is next. He had no luck with the ladies this night, and he's not going to have any luck with Jason as well. He's standing by the projector screen, looking around the room, staring directly into the light of the projector, hindering his vision. But it really doesn't matter because Jason takes a knife and stabs him in the back of the head through the projector screen, killing him. I think you're going to agree with me that Ted, even though he was a jealous jerk, he's going to again earn himself 2 nails in the coffin. He was just standing by a screen and stabbed in the back of the head with a knife, and he was probably dead before he even knew what happened to him. So, Teddy, you didn't get any luck, but you are going to get 2 nails in the coffin. We have Doug, who's next, and he was in the shower, and he heard somebody talking or heard a noise, and he thought it was Paul. As he's trying to talk to the person who he thinks is Paul, it's Jason, and he punches through the shower door and crushes Doug's head against the wall, just pretty much crushing his face, killing him in a real brutal kill. I think you're going to know where I'm going with this one, so 2 nails for Doug, another surprise kill by Jason by not giving the victims any chance to do anything about their death. But we're getting close to the end of the movie here, and I think we're going to have something different than 2 nails in a coffin. Maybe some more, maybe some less for these kills, so stay tuned to find out. But for Doug, 2 nails in a coffin. Doug's shower buddy, Sarah, is the next victim to get nailed. She finds Doug dead in the shower, and she goes to run out of the house to get some help, like you would do. As she's trying to get out of the house, Jason takes an axe, swings it through the door, and impales it into Sarah's chest, killing her. I'm going to give Sarah 3 nails in a coffin, because at least she had a chance to run away and get some help. She didn't run into another room. She knew to run outside, scream, and go get some help. She didn't know that most everybody else was dead at this time, but she saw there was danger. Her boyfriend was dead. She knew, let me get out of here. Let me go scream. Let me get some help. She was trying to get the door open, but Jason threw an axe through the door, killing her. So she tried, and I'm going to, reward her for that by giving Sarah 3 nails in the coffin. Rob is next, and he's down in the basement of the Jarvis household where he sees Jason. Rob grabs his machete, and he goes to get revenge on Jason for killing his sister. His sister was Sandra from Friday the 13th Part 2. She was the one who was laying on the bed with Jeff laying on top of her, and Jason killed them both at the same time by impaling a spear directly through the both of them. He's fighting with Jason, but Jason gets the upper hand and starts killing him with a garden claw. I like this kill. I know people think it's real silly or funny when you hear Rob screaming. But I actually like it. I think it adds a lot to the kill, and it's actually my favorite kill in this movie. So Rob, he's going to earn himself 3 nails in a coffin. He went to go try and kill Jason, which is no easy feat. He wanted to get revenge, and as he was being killed, he even told Trish to run and get out of there, saying, hey, I'm being killed. Go and get out of here. Get yourself to safety. So I think he showed bravery in his death, so I'm going to definitely give Rob a solid 3 nails in the coffin. Our final kill in the movie is, of course, Jason. I had to think for a second on this, should I rate it, but Jason is technically killed until he's resurrected until Part 6, so definitely going to count it. Jason was about to kill Trish, but he was distracted by Tommy. Trish grabbed the machete and was able to knock Jason's hockey mask off, and as Jason is going after Trish, Tommy picks up the machete and just slams it into the side of Jason's head, knocking him down, and a vicious, brutal kill. Great special effects. You see Jason's head even slide down a machete. Trish is hugging Tommy. Tommy sees Jason's fingers move. Tommy picks up the machete and just starts hacking and chopping at Jason, killing him for now. The last death in Friday the 13th Part 4 is Jason, and I'm giving him, and I really hate to do it, 1 nail in the coffin. He was tricked by Tommy Jarvis because Tommy made himself look like Jason when he was a child. I can understand Jason being tricked by Ginny at the end of Part 2, since he may have thought Ginny was his mom. But why would Jason think that he was seeing himself as a child when looking at Tommy? He didn't even try or move anything when Tommy even hit him with the machete. So taking all that into consideration, Jason, you're going to earn yourself 1 nail in the coffin. Okay, I hear that noise, but I got the machete right. Where did it go? Uh-oh. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my Nails in Coffin 4, Friday the 13th Part 4. And I want to kind of wrap things up here because I may have to go and figure out what's going on. Here's a look at the summary of all the nails I've awarded. Here are the average nails in a coffin for the first 4 movies in the franchise. Friday the 13th had an average of 1.7 nails. Friday the 13th Part 2 had an average of 1.9 nails. Friday the 13th Part 3 had an average of 1.8 nails. And we just learned that Friday the 13th Part 4 has the highest average yet with 2 nails in a coffin. Be sure to come back here next week for Friday the 13th Part 5, The New Beginning. Plus, that will give me some time to figure out where these sounds keep coming from, and I really need to find that machete. As always, thank you very much for checking out this video, and please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my nails during my stay at Camp Crystal Lake. Also, share this video around to anybody who you think might enjoy it. I'd really appreciate that. So, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. I am your friendly neighborhood Uncle Pete, and remember, with great kills, there must also come great nails.